Chapter 6, Word Stress. In this chapter, you will learn the rules of stressing words within sentences. If you stress the right words, your speech will have a natural rhythm and melody that is familiar to native speakers. The stress and reduction of words creates the music of English. If your sentences are difficult to understand, it could be that you're not stressing any words, or else that you're stressing the wrong words. If you're not emphasizing any words, your speech will sound flat and monotone, and the listener will not know where one word begins and another ends. If you're stressing the wrong words, your speech will sound very foreign. For example, saying, "I'll see you later," and "have a nice day," sounds foreign to the American ear. If you change the word stress and you say, "I'll see you later," and "have a nice day," native speakers will recognize a familiar speech pattern and will be more likely to understand what you said, even if you're speaking quickly. So, if you have a tendency to speak too fast, learning to speak with correct word stress will automatically force you to slow down. Sometimes when the word stress changes, the meaning also changes. For example, listen to the following two sentences. I went to the White House. I went to the White House. The first example describes a house that is white, while the second one is the name of the place where the U.S. president lives. Now, let's learn some rules of word stress. Compound nouns. Compound nouns are two individual words that carry one meaning. They're part of a unit, and they have become a set phrase. Usually, a compound noun consists of two nouns, such as credit, card, which is pronounced as credit card. In compound nouns, the first word is stressed, and the two words are said together with no pausing in between the words. Key and board is pronounced as keyboard. Note: compound nouns can be written either as a single word or as two separate words. Compound nouns for practice. Stress the first word and pronounce the two words as one. Parking lot. Parking ticket. Parking meter. Parking space.
Bookshelf. Book cover. Bookstore. Bookmark.
Credit card. Postcard. Report card. Green card.
Football. Baseball. Ballpark. Ballroom.
Compound noun within a compound noun. Stress the first word. Cell phone number. Football game. Bedroom furniture. High school girl.
Basketball coach. Blood pressure medicine. Website address. Parking lot attendant.
Dialogues for practice for compound nouns. Going on a business trip.
I'm getting ready for my business trip.
Have you bought your airline ticket?
Yes, I got a window seat.
Have you made hotel reservations?
Yes, I got a hotel room with a nice view.
Have you packed your suitcase?
I still need to pack my bathing suit and running shoes.
Why are you taking your bathing suit and running shoes on a business trip?
Because the hotel has a swimming pool and a workout room.
Don't forget your laptop.
It's on my checklist.
And your smartphone.
Oh, I won't. I don't go anywhere without my smartphone.
Adjective plus noun. Stress the noun. Nice day. Big house. Small room. Long time.
Blue eyes. Good job. Old man. First grade.
2 adjectives plus a noun. Stress the first adjective and the noun. The noun gets the most stress. Big blue bus. Really nice day. Short black hair.
Nice old man. Cute little girl. Big brown eyes.
Adjective plus noun. Practice sentences. Make sure that you stress the noun more than the adjective.
John has blue eyes and blonde hair.
He has 2 sons and 3 daughters.
You did a great job working on the new project.
Did you get a good deal on that new car?
They bought an expensive house in a nice neighborhood.
I read an interesting article about the famous architect.
We took a long walk after eating a big meal.
The little girl with the curly hair is wearing a cute dress.
Her new boyfriend gave her red roses for her 25th birthday.
My favorite films are American Beauty, The Green Mile, and Dark Knight. Sentences for practice. He's got big blue eyes and short black hair.
The nice young man helped the little old lady.
The big blue bus passed the little white car.
The rich young man bought the big old house.
Adjective plus compound noun. Practice sentences. Now, let's add adjectives to the compound nouns. The rules of stress still remain the same. We stress the noun more than the adjective, and we stress the first word of the compound noun. Listen and repeat.
I got a cheap plane ticket.
Do you like your new cell phone?
That's my old high school.
He's a famous movie star.
I watched an interesting YouTube video.
That's a large computer screen.
He's my former college professor.
She has long fingernails.
That's a difficult math problem.
He's a rich businessman.
I'll give you my new email address.
Is this the correct website address?
He went to a great law school.
She wore a white wedding dress.
That new house has big bedrooms and small bathrooms.
Word pairs for practice. First, you will hear a compound noun and then an adjective and a noun. Notice the changes in stress. Remember to say the 2 words as one unit. Do not pause.
Swimming pool.
Deep pool.
Drugstore.
Large store.
Newspaper.
New paper.
Credit card.
Plastic card.
Sunglasses.
Nice glasses.
Postman.
Tall man.
Bus driver.
Fast driver.
Textbook.
Good book.
Palm tree.
Tall tree.
Fingernails.
Long nails.
girlfriend,
great friend. Sentences for practice. They had a good time playing football.
I bought some sunglasses at the new store.
My hairdresser has blonde hair.
The postman brought me an important letter.
That salesman is a very nice man.
Her large apartment is on the third floor of that apartment building.
I left my cell phone in the front seat of my friend's car.
Let's go see the new film at the movie theater.
Compound nouns containing adjectives. Sometimes in a compound noun, the first word is an adjective that no longer carries the original meaning. The meaning has been lost and has become a part of a fixed phrase or a common expression. For example, the adjective super in the compound noun supermarket doesn't make people think of the true meaning of the word super. Here are some other examples. Words for practice. White House, greenhouse, hot dog, blue jeans, high school,
Green card, dark room, Bluetooth.
Phrasal verbs. A phrasal verb is a verb plus preposition combination that carries a special meaning. Phrasal verbs are idiomatic. They cannot be translated word for word. For example, turn on, turn off, turn down, and turn up are all phrasal verbs. These types of words are very common in English and are often more frequently used than their one-word synonyms. For example, you're more likely to hear put out the fire rather than extinguish the fire. In phrasal verbs, the stress is on the last word. Dialogues for practice. Practice with turn. We don't need the heater.
Turn it off.
The music sounds good.
Turn it up.
Let's watch TV.
Turn it on.
He's impolite.
That turns me off.
The music is too loud.
Turn it down.
Did he ask her out?
She turned him down.
He told me he'd be at the party.
He didn't turn up.
Did you ask for help?
They turned me away.
Noun forms of phrasal verbs. Sometimes the phrasal verb has a noun equivalent or a phrasal noun. In that case, the stress is on the first word. We say work out if it's a verb and work out if it's a noun. Sentence pairs for practice. First, you will hear the phrasal verb and then the phrasal noun. The car was tuned up.
My car needed a tune-up.
I worked out yesterday.
I had a great workout.
The papers were handed out.
We got some interesting handouts.
They covered it up well.
I heard about the cover-up.
A lot of food was left over.
We ate leftovers for lunch.
That really turns me off.
That's such a turnoff.
They let me down.
It was a big letdown.
The order was mixed up.
We're sorry about the mix-up.
He dropped out.
He's a high school dropout.
I need to sign up for the class.
Where is the sign-up sheet?
Phrasal nouns within compound nouns. Stress the first word. Backup plan. Cutoff date. Sign-up sheet. Checkout time. Warm-up exercises.
Pickup truck. Carry-on case. Playback button. Dropout rate. Workout room.
Stand-up comedy. Drive-through window. Sit-down dinner. Makeup remover. Move-in date. Sentences for practice.
We have a backup plan in case things don't work out. I found out that my pickup truck needs a tune-up.
The marriage was called off because the couple broke up.
Let's eat out after our workout.
He called me up to tell me about the hold-up at the bank.
We dressed up for the sit-down dinner.
We found out that the check-in time was put off.
I'm trying to cut down on eating out.
I looked it over and gave him the printout.
There was a mix-up at the drive-through window.
Abbreviations and numbers. Stress the last letter or the last number. MBA, UCLA, JFK,
CNN. USA. IBM.
FBI, PhD, AT&T. Numbers: 1997, 5:15, 11:45,
3799. 911. Area code 310 555 2389.
Sentences for practice for abbreviations and numbers. He arrived at LAX at 8:25 a.m.
He has a PhD from UCLA.
My SUV was made in the USA. We arrived in the USA in 2007. My class starts at 9:15 and ends at 10:45. Names of places and people. Stress the last word. Place names. New York. Central Park. South Africa. Venice Beach.
Las Vegas. Palm Springs. North Dakota. Mount Everest.
Names of people. George Washington, Bill Clinton, Tom Cruise,
John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Julia Roberts.
Word stress, paragraph for practice. This story includes examples of all of the different word stress rules you have learned so far. You will hear the story twice. First, just listen. Then, you will hear the story again and you will be given time to repeat. Trip to LA. I'm planning to visit the West Coast. I will take United Airlines Flight 307. It leaves JFK at 9 a.m. and arrives at LAX at 12:15. I found out that there's a 3-hour time difference between LA and New York. I hope I get over my jet lag pretty quickly. After I check in at the hotel, I will call a taxi cab to pick me up and take me to Universal Studios. Who knows, I might even see some famous movie stars like Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Oh, I hope I don't pass out. I also plan to visit Palm Springs and San Diego. On my way back, I'm planning a layover in Las Vegas. I really think it's going to be a nice getaway. Now you will hear the story again. I'm planning a visit to the West Coast. I will take United Airlines Flight 307. It leaves JFK at 9 a.m. and arrives at LAX at 12:15. I found out that there's a 3-hour time difference between LA and New York. I hope I get over my jet lag pretty quickly. After I check in at the hotel, I will call a taxi cab to pick me up and take me to Universal Studios. Who knows, I might even see some famous movie stars like Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt. Oh, I hope I don't pass out. I also plan to visit Palm Springs and San Diego. On my way back, I'm planning a layover in Las Vegas. I think it's really going to be a nice getaway. Word stress within a sentence. You will now learn the rules of stress and reduction within sentences. First, let's learn how words should sound when they're stressed. For now, just keep in mind that we generally stress words that carry the most meaning. Lengthening the main vowel in stressed words. When the stressed word has only one syllable, just prolong the word and make the vowel higher in pitch. If the stressed word has more than one syllable, make sure that the stressed syllable of the word is prolonged and emphasized more than usual. Prolonging the stressed vowel may sound exaggerated to you, particularly if the vowel is already a long vowel, such as ah, and o. For example, if you say, "It's really far," or "stop," the vowel sound may be much longer than it would sound in your native language. Don't say, "It's really far." Say, "It's really far." Don't say, "Stop that." Say, "Stop that." Let's first get used to prolonging the vowels within stressed words, since this will create a distinctly American sound to your English. Practice with vowel length in stressed words. Stressed words with ah. Don't say ah, say ah. I got it. I got a new job. I think I got a new job. Stressed words with ah. Don't say say ah. I have a new class. I can't stand it. I can't stand my new class. I'll call you back. as soon as I can. I'll call you back as soon as I can. Stressed words with O. Don't say O, say O. It's so cold. I didn't know. I didn't know about it. I didn't know it would be so cold. Stressed words with E. Don't say E, say E. How do you feel? When did he leave? How did you feel when he had to leave? Stressed words with aw. Don't say aw, say aw. That's awful. It's too long. That awful novel is too long. I'm exhausted. I've been talking all day long. I'm exhausted from talking all day long. Which words should I stress? Now that you had a quick introduction to how words sound when they're stressed and reduced, let's learn the rules of which words are stressed and which are reduced. Stress content words. Content words are the words that carry the most meaning. These words are usually nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and sometimes question words such as when, why, where, etc. If we removed the surrounding words and just spoke using content words, the general idea of what we were trying to say would still be understood. For example, if you heard someone say, went, store, morning, you would understand that they meant, I went to the store in the morning. Also, content words are like key words that you would use when searching a topic on the internet. For example, you would type, symptoms, heart attack, instead of, what are the symptoms of a heart attack? Another good example would be newspaper headlines. We would read, suspect arrested, instead of, a suspect has been arrested, and neighbors complain, instead of, the neighbors have been complaining. As a general rule, the last content word of a phrase gets the most stress. So, in the sentence, a suspect has been arrested, arrested will get the most stress. Similarly, we don't say, the neighbors have been complaining. Instead, we stress the last content word and we say, the neighbors have been complaining. Now let's practice stressing content words and placing the most stress on the final content word. Practice stressing final content words. Notice how the stress changes as more information is added to the end of the sentences.
I like bacon.
I like bacon and eggs.
It's black.
It's black and white.
Do you want salt?
Do you want salt and pepper?
That's good.
That's a good idea.
It's hot.
It's a hot day.
I need it.
I need to go.
I need to go home.
I need to go home at 5 o'clock.
I saw him.
I saw the man.
I saw the man you told me about.
He drove it.
He drove the car.
He drove the car he bought yesterday.
He drove the car that he bought from his friend.
Content words in detail. Stress verbs. Verbs are action words such as go, eat, and study. We emphasize the main verbs more than the participles or gerunds that come before them. Words like can, could, am, been, don't, and have, when it's a participle, are less important than the main verb. Content words in detail. Stress verbs. Verbs are action words such as go, eat, and study. We emphasize the main verbs more than the participles or gerunds that come before them. Words like can, could, am, been, don't, and have, when it's a participle, are less important than the main verb. Stressed verbs for practice. Notice how the verbs are stressed the most and how the surrounding words have been reduced. I'll call you.
I saw him.
I'll wait for you.
I have to go.
It's nice to meet you. Stress nouns, but not pronouns. We stress words like man, book, John, and Mary, but we don't stress he, it, her, and myself. Listen to the following sentence pairs and notice how the stress changes when the noun is changed to a pronoun. Stressed verbs for practice. Notice how the verbs are stressed the most and how the surrounding words have been reduced. I'll call you.
I saw him.
I'll wait for you.
I have to go.
It's nice to meet you. Nouns and pronouns for practice. He told John.
He told him.
I like that car.
I like it.
I need a job.
I need it.
Stressing adjectives. Place full stress on an adjective if it's not followed by a noun. If it is followed by a noun, stress the noun more. Listen to the differences in the following sentence pairs. That was good.
That was a good film.
It's really hot.
It's a really hot day.
It's long.
It's a long drive.
John is nice.
John is a nice man.
Sentences for practice for content words.
Wait,
I'll wait for you.
I can wait for you.
I'm waiting for you.
I'll be waiting for you.
I've been waiting for you.
I could have waited for you.
I could have been waiting for you.
I'll wait for you in the car.
I should have been waiting for you in the car.
Tell her.
He'll tell her.
He'll be telling her.
He didn't tell her.
You should have told her.
He should have been telling her.
He didn't tell his wife.
He should have been telling his wife.
He didn't tell his wife about the situation.
He should have been telling his wife about the situation.
I bought it.
I bought a watch.
I bought a new watch.
I bought a new gold watch.
I bought a new gold watch for him.
I bought a new gold watch for his birthday.
I bought a new gold watch for his 30th birthday.
I would have bought a new gold watch for his 30th birthday.
He lost it.
He lost the money.
I think he lost the money.
I think he lost the money again.
I think he lost the money that I gave him.
He might have lost the money that I gave him.
I think he might have lost the money that I gave him.
Function words. We reduce function words. These types of words generally don't carry as much importance or meaning as the content words. If they were eliminated, the sentence would still make sense. The following types of words are function words. Pronouns, as in he, she, you. Prepositions, as in to, in, for, at. Conjunctions, as in and, but, or, so. Auxiliary verbs, such as am, is, was, were. Articles, such as a, on, and the. Indefinite pronouns, such as some, any, or one. Exception, negative auxiliaries. Auxiliary verbs are stressed in their negative forms. Listen to the differences of stress in these two sentences. The first sentence is in the affirmative, and the second sentence is in the negative. I can do it.
I can't do it.
He should try it.
You shouldn't try it.
I'd like it.
I wouldn't like it.
Weak forms. When a word is reduced, we use the weak form of the word. The weak form is said more quickly and more softly. The vowel becomes the schwa sound, For example, the preposition for sounds like fur, and at sounds like et. Let's now practice using the weak forms of some commonly unstressed words. Practice reducing the unstressed words. To becomes t.
I'd like to go.
I need to talk to you.
I'd like to go to the park.
And becomes n.
Bacon and eggs.
Black and white.
In and out.
Rock and roll. For becomes fur.
Let's go for a walk.
Wait for John.
This is for Bill.
I'm looking for my book. Can becomes can.
I can do it.
You can call me.
Can you swim?
When can you come over? As becomes is.
It's as big as a house.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
I'll call you as soon as I can.
Keep it as long as you need it. Or becomes
Is it this one or that one?
I'll do it today or tomorrow.
I saw it 5 or 6 times.
I'm leaving on Monday or Tuesday. Practice dialogues with unstressed words. Remember to reduce the vowel of the unstressed word. Number 1, reducing have.
What have you been doing?
I've been studying.
What have you been studying?
I've been studying English.
How long have you been studying it?
I've been studying it tonight for 2 hours. Number 2, reducing has.
What has she been doing?
She's been watching TV.
What has she been watching?
She's been watching a film.
How long has she been watching it?
She's been watching it for an hour. Number 3, reducing to.
I have to go to the store.
What do you need to get?
I need to get some milk.
I'd like to come with you.
Okay, but we need to hurry. The store's about to close.
Number 4, reducing can.
When can you do it?
I can do it next week.
Can you do it sooner?
I can try. Number 5, reducing some.
I'm hungry.
Would you like some chicken?
I'd love some.
How about some rice?
Some rice would be good.
And some ice cream? And some cake for dessert?
No thanks. I need to lose some weight.
Number 6, reducing our.
Do you like our new apartment?
Our old apartment was bigger.
But our new one is cheaper.
That's true. We need to save our money to pay off our debts. Number 7, reducing for.
I've been waiting for you for over an hour.
I'm sorry for making you wait.
You have excuses for everything.
I was shopping for a present for your birthday.
Is that for me? I forgive you for everything.
Number 8, reducing myself, yourself.
I'm really ashamed of myself.
You need to forgive yourself and tell yourself that everyone makes mistakes. You're driving yourself crazy. Why do you doubt yourself so much?
I guess I can't help myself.
Reducing pronouns. In the chapter on word stress, you learned that pronouns are not stressed. When we reduce to pronouns, the first letter is often silent. For example, the letter H is often silent in the words he, him, his, her, and hers when these pronouns are not the first words of a sentence. Also, the TH sound is often silent in the word them. This is particularly true in casual speech, but it frequently occurs in formal speech as well. For example, I love her sounds like I love her. I knew her sounds like I knew her. Stuff he knows sounds like stuff he knows. Did he sounds like did he. Has he sounds like has he. Note, always pronounce the first consonant of a pronoun when the pronoun is in the beginning of a sentence or a phrase. Dialogues for practice. The silent H of the pronoun him. Mary's friends ask about her new boyfriend.
Is he nice?
What's his name?
What does he look like?
How old is he?
Where does he live?
What does he do? How long have you known him?
Do you love him?
Where's his family from?
When can we meet him?
Did you tell him we like to meet him?
What did he say?
He said that he thinks my friends ask too many questions.
Do you know Laura Jones?
Yeah, I know her.
How do you know her?
I know her from school.
Have you seen her lately?
I just saw her a few days ago. I see her about twice a week. She has her dance class next door to mine.
Next time you see her, tell her I want to talk to her.
The silent TH of the pronoun them.
I love eggs.
How do you cook them?
All sorts of ways. I boil them, I fry 'em, I scramble 'em, and I poach 'em.
Do you just eat them for breakfast?
No, I have 'em for dinner too. I cut 'em up and put 'em in salads.
Strong forms. When the function word is at the end of the sentence, or if it's used for emphasis, make sure that you use the strong form of the word. The first sentence you will hear has a word with the weak form, and the second one has a word with the strong form. Notice how the pronunciation of the function word changes. I'm looking for you.
Who are you looking for?
Would you like to go?
I'd love to.
He's at the bank.
Are you laughing with me or at me?
Warning, common mistake. Don't speak fast unless you know the rules of which words to stress and which words to reduce. Some non-native speakers develop a habit of speaking English at a fast pace, thinking that this will make them sound more like native speakers. Instead, it actually makes their speech harder to understand. Remember, American speech follows the rules of stressing content words and reducing function words. So we can conclude that Americans speak both quickly and slowly at the same time. Thought groups and focus words. When sentences are longer, they're divided into thought groups. Thought groups are words that naturally belong together as a grammatical unit. We instinctively pause between thought groups, although the pause is not as long as when there's a comma or a period. Here's an example of a sentence that is divided into two different thought groups. I like bacon and eggs early in the morning. It's natural to divide this sentence, and it sounds better than if you would have said, I like bacon and eggs early in the morning, without pausing. Sentences for practice. Practice stressing the focus words and pausing between the thought groups.
I want to talk to you about something important.
If you give me your email address, I will send you the information.
Every time I stop by his office, he's too busy to talk to me.
I wonder how long it will take me to learn to speak English like you.
What did you think of the new restaurant that we went to last night?
He's been looking for a new job for a long time now, but he just hasn't found anything that he really likes. Conversations for practice. Telephone conversations. Practice these voicemail messages with correct word stress. Listen carefully to the melody of the sentences and try to stress and reduce the words. Notice the pausing between thought groups and the stress of the focus word. Phone tag. Hi, this is Mary. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave a message after the beep, and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Hi, Mary. This is Mike. It's been a while since we last spoke. I hope you're doing well. I'm calling to see if you're free tomorrow. I'm going hiking with some friends, and I wanted to see if you'd like to join us. It would be great to see you. Give me a call and let me know if you're available.
Hi, Mike. This is Mary returning your call. It was great to hear from you. Sorry that we keep missing each other. Yeah, I'd love to go hiking with you. Let me know what time you're thinking of going. I'm looking forward to it. I should be home tonight after 7, so call me and let me know where we should meet. Note, Individual speaking style or some circumstances can determine the number of thought groups there are in a sentence. The following speech has fewer thought groups because the speaker is a salesman who needs to deliver his message quickly. First, you will hear the speech without interruption, and then you will hear the speech again and have the opportunity to repeat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Johnson. This is Bill Jones calling. I'd like to tell you about a new product our company is selling. I believe it will greatly benefit your organization. We recently conducted a study on how your customers' needs are changing. We're able to help you run your business more efficiently and at the same time save you money. I think that the people in your firm would be very interested in our services. I'd like to set up a time to talk with you about how our company can help you. I can assure you that it'll be worth your while. When would be a good time for us to meet?
Contrastive stress. We also stress words to bring out a special meaning or to clarify what we mean when there is confusion. In this case, any word can be stressed, including a function word. Sentences for practice for contrastive stress. Each of the following sentences can be stressed in 4 different ways, depending on the meaning that the speaker wants to convey. First, you will hear a sentence and then the intended meaning. I don't love him.
But she does.
I don't love him.
I really don't.
I don't love him.
But I think he's a nice person.
I don't love him.
But I love the other guy.
I may drive to New York.
Not she.
I may drive to New York.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I may drive to New York.
Not fly.
I may drive to New York.
Not Boston.
Contrastive stress for clarification. Notice how the stressed words emphasize a particular meaning or a need for clarification. Do you need a ticket to Paris or from Paris?
Did you say inside or outside?
I want 2 pieces, not 1.
It's under the desk, not on the desk.
The government is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Emphasizing auxiliaries to strengthen a point. Notice the extra stress placed on the auxiliaries to clarify or strengthen a point. You don't understand me.
I do understand you.
You didn't go, did you?
I did go.
It's hot, isn't it?
It is hot.
You've never been here, have you?
I have been here.
Dialogue for practice. Making an appointment.
Hello, dentist's office.
I'm calling to make an appointment for a dental checkup.
I have an opening on Tuesday at 5 p.m.
I'll have to work late on that day. Do you have anything on Friday morning?
I don't have anything on Friday morning, but I do have Friday afternoon.
Let me check. I think I can make it. Yes, I can. I can make it.
Would you like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock sounds good.
Will this be your first visit to our office?
No, it'll be my second visit.